来到位于 Santa Monica 购物中心的 Make 生素食餐馆，这里专门提供生机素食饮食。谈到生机素食，生机饮食大厨 Matthew Kenny 绝对是个中处翘。为了推广生机素饮食，他不但开了包括 Make 等多家生机素食餐馆，更开班授课，设立 Matthew Kenny 生机饮食烹饪学校。今天我们就要来一探究竟，到底什么是生机饮食？所谓生机饮食，就是不吃动物性食品，也不吃受过污染或经过加工精制的食品，采行有机农业之后生产出来的新鲜有机蔬果、水果、种子、核仁等，而且尽可能生吃。熟食则以全谷的米、麦、豆、杂粮为主，烹调食物时也不超过华氏105度以上。另外再搭配温和的草药与天然保健饮食，秉持着清淡为原则，少油、少盐、少糖，并力求食物多元化，摄取食物的天然色泽，使用天然的调味料，创造出最具健康的新饮食观念。
In actuality, when people really get to understand this food, they realize that it tastes better than any kind of cooked or processed food. It's not that I'm against cooking, but foods in their natural state have so much flavor. We're actually cooking flavor out of them and replacing that flavor with artificial processed ingredients. So I think it's a matter of teaching our body, paying attention to how we feel, and then the body is going to send different signals to your mind and say, this tastes great, it tastes fresh, it makes me feel good.
现在就让 Matthew Kenny 来示范他最著名拿手的素千层面，以 zucchini 节瓜薄片取代面皮，夏威夷果脆取代起司，干番茄取代慢炖的肉酱。
So this is our heirloom tomato lasagna. It's the first raw food dish that I was ever able to do successfully when I first started with raw food. So I was able to develop the sauces basically for the lasagna, the macadamia, or in those days I used a pine nut ricotta, a pistachio pesto, and a sun-dried tomato sauce, and really just fresh zucchini and tomato and basil. We have to focus on what's called our mise en place, which is all of our ingredients, having them in place but not assembled. And that way you can keep the dish fresh, but it's still very easy to put together. The base, or what would normally be the pasta, is our zucchini. And you want to go in one direction or another and just layer them a little bit. And the reason to cross them over is so that it doesn't split apart when you cut it with a knife, which you'll see in a moment. And we want it to be square. For me, I always start with the tomato sauce because it's the one that you use the most of. So there are a couple ways to do this. Some people like to spread it out. Some people like to make a row of 3. I actually like to just put it down and let it fall naturally because I want every bite to be different. There's no sort of method to the madness for how I lay it down. This sauce requires a little bit of fingertip, or in the restaurant we would use another spoon to keep it cleaner. And if you notice, these sauces are a little bit thicker than a sauce might be. Like a regular tomato sauce is obviously a lot thinner. But that's because it's going to touch heat and it's going to seize up a little bit, it's going to reduce and cook. Whereas these are not cooking, it's the opposite. When the salt hits these zucchini and fresh tomatoes, it's pulling moisture out and it'll actually thin these out. And then the pesto, again, just let it fall. For me, like that's just kind of natural. And then I'm going to do a little bit of heirloom tomato. And I like to cut these in more of a chunky way. As opposed to slicing them, I kind of like to have them a little chunkies to create different, and cutting them in different directions. And I'm really looking for texture, so I want to build that up so it's going to sit flat. I'll use a touch of this basil oil. And then we'll go the other direction. You don't want to press it down too much, just enough to get it level. And then we'll repeat. We have some beautiful basil here. So that's the heirloom tomato lasagna.
我必须要说，这道千层面的口感和味道有大家熟悉的美味，但绝对不是千层面的复制品，而是灵感来自千层面的创意菜式。有千层面的美味，但却没有吃千层面后的负担以及罪恶感。吃完了拿手好菜，一会儿来和 Matthew Kenny 烹饪学院的学生们见见面，参观他们上课的情形。